a day after a report card from the Department of Corrections put the Auckland South Correctional Facility in the needing improvement category, or thereabouts, the lowest category corrections offers when assessing the country's prisons. Checkpoint can reveal the Serco facility near Wiri has had, and I quote, an operational situation which has seen normal prison activities curtailed in one block for, quote, safety and security reasons. Sources connected to the prison have told Checkpoint some inmates have been in lockdown. Serco denies this, saying instead prisoners have spent less time out of their cells than they would normally, and no more than 10 cells have been unlocked at any one time. Neither Corrections nor Serco will provide further details or be interviewed, despite repeated requests, but both have used the phrase safety and security in written statements to us. Exactly what's happening and why is uncertain at this stage, but Labour's Kelvin Davis claims the only Serco-run prison left in New Zealand after the termination of its contract at Mount Eden, of course, isn't delivering as anyone hoped.
From the stories that I'm hearing, John, it's not going well. I just keep hearing story after story about the conditions that prisoners are experiencing there. The contraband that's been smuggled in, the hidings that people are getting, the fighting that's going on. I wrote a letter to Ray Smith a week ago. It was 4 pages of issues in the prison. Prisoners have named guards that are bringing in, a guard that is bringing in contraband. And it's readily available. If it can be brought in a 2-litre ice cream container, if it can fit into a 2-litre ice cream container, it can get smuggled in.
So what are we talking about here? What's getting in?
Tobacco, cell phones, and marijuana.
So if a prison officer is getting this stuff into the prison, why? Are there financial rewards for him or her, him presumably, that are large enough to warrant the risk? In other words, if I'm a prison officer, how much would I earn if I take some tobacco into jail?
Yeah, so a packet of cigarettes is $500. So, I don't smoke, so I don't know how much it's worth out in the dairy, but that packet of cigarettes, 20-odd cigarettes, converts to $500. So, it's lucrative, and if you're going to take in 1 packet of tobacco and risk getting caught, you might as well take it in 10 packets of tobacco. Instead of making $500, you might as well make $5,000. So, things are happening there. And it's probably happening in other prisons as well, but I'm not hearing the stories. And if I did hear stories from other prisons, I'd certainly be raising them with Ray Smith as well. But, it just seems to me that I'm just inundated with requests from prisoners from Wiri asking to see me. They say actually, except for the cleanliness and the food, it's as bad as anything. A lot of people, prisoners, are saying they'd rather be transferred back to Pāremoremo and other prisons because it's a lot safer for them there.
You're joking. Pāremoremo, which is a maximum security facility and the toughest prison in New Zealand, is safer than Wiri. That's what people are telling you.
Yeah, absolutely. A prisoner was saying to me that they can see, look out a window into another unit, in the yard around another unit, and they can see groups of up to 20 prisoners in a circle while 2 guys are just slugging it out, going nuts. And they say the guards cannot not be aware of it.
That's Labour's Corrections spokesperson Kelvin Davis. We spoke to him a short time ago. We wanted to discuss this with Corrections, both the big picture as we saw in the report yesterday and the micro, what's happening there at the moment that has involved these safety and security issues. They sent us a written statement which uses the words transparency and clarity. They're good words, but they declined to be interviewed, making for less transparency and clarity, we would have thought, certainly than we'd hoped for. We went back to them today. So yesterday was about the report, today about the incident. Again, a written statement, no interview, and a final sentence: as the prison is run by Serco, you will need to approach them for further details. So that was the instruction for Corrections, and we followed it to the letter. We went to Serco and they sent us a statement, and it begins: thanks for your invitation for Serco to be interviewed on your program, but we respectfully decline. So we've had respect, transparency and clarity, but no interview from anyone. We will keep trying.